Hello and good evening sa inyo pong lahat. Welcome to Happy Hour for Mental Health, and I am one of your hosts, Doc Dexter Galban, and I'll be joined this evening by my co-hosts, Doc Via Roderos, and of course, the one and only, the lovely, the beautiful Doc Joan Perez-Rifareal. So let's just have a very quick check. Are they already in this call? Hello, Doc Via. Are you now part of the Happy Hour for Mental Health episode tonight? All right, so it looks like we're seeing some technical difficulties. Nako kasi itong weather natin talagang very unpredictable. But don't worry because tonight it's going to be all about having a great time and at the same time, of course, answering any and all questions and concerns you have pagdating sa mental health. So, let's get things started, no? Probably we can kick it off by asking all of our audience members tonight to write in the comment section any and all thoughts and questions that you might have about mental health, as well as any and all thoughts that you might have when it comes to this week. Meron ba kayong happy thoughts about this particular week? Meron ba tayong good news na natanggap? So, let us know here in the comment section. And of course, this episode will not be possible without the help of our friends from the Youth for Mental Health Coalition, as well as our friends from Hello Doctor. And of course, Hello Doctor is one of our major partners. They have a branch here in the Philippines and they are present in over 9 countries. And we're very thankful that Alaga Health is their main partner. So let's get to it. Let's now check with our backstage team. Is Doc V already part of our call this evening? A very quick check. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anything just yet? Okay. Nako, talagang we can really see how unpredictable things can be, lalo na kapag tayo ay nakakaranas ng mga internet problems and connectivity. Nako, this pandemic has actually caused a lot of concerns and fears sa ating mga viewers and a lot of people. So that's one of the reasons why we have Happy Hour for Mental Health. And actually, I believe that we will be joined later this evening by someone who is very close to the Happy Hour for Mental Health family. And he's actually our musical guest. He's none other than the one and only Mr. Elmerei Cuevas. And he will be debuting a song tonight that was actually created as a response to what's happening right now because of the pandemic, and at the same time, how it can be possible for us to cope, and that's always wonderful for us. And probably, just to give our partners here, our fellow co-hosts, enough time to get back in, despite the crazy weather, maybe it's time for us to transition a little bit earlier, right? And let's get into what our friends in the Youth for Mental Health Coalition are currently doing. Maybe to start off the show, maybe we can begin with Alagang Youth for Mental Health. Okay, welcome to Alagang Youth for Mental Health. And of course, this segment is led by our friends and partners from the Youth for Mental Health Coalition. And of course, just like last week, this special segment is hosted by the one and only Miss Joy from Y4MH. Good evening.
Hello, everyone.
Joy
Good evening,
Marco.
Doc
Last
Dad.
week,
Good evening
you
po to
brought
our
us-
viewers.
Yes! Good evening. Na-excite ko kasi last week, ang ganda ng response ng ating viewers sa iyong shinare tungkol sa coping mechanisms when it comes to journaling. Ang ganda ng
Yes.
ating topic last week. So, this week, I'm very excited to know also ano pa yung pwede nating mai-share sa ating viewers when it comes to taking care of yourself better or self-care. And I'm really excited to know about kasi hindi ko din
Yes.
siya alam. So, here we go. It's time for Alagang Y4MH. And take it away.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dex. Once again, everyone, for those who don't know me, I'm Joy Bercoma. I'm the regional head for Calabarzon under the office of the vice chairperson of Luzon of Youth for Mental Health Coalition. So, how's your evening going? Good evening po sa ating mga viewers. Maraming salamat sa pag-tune in for our live this evening. And thank you also for taking care of your mental well-being. And being here tonight means that you are for self-care. So tonight, Youth for Mental Health sub-segment is all about eating good food for a good mood. O, diba? Sino ba namang ayaw kumain? Well, as for me, I love food. I love eating. So today, we are sharing with all of you one of our self-care practices that helps you with your mental well-being. And that is eating good food. O, diba? Pagkain ang pag-uusapan natin this evening. Saktong-sakto for our dinner time. So, ito nga, mga ating mga viewers for this evening, no? I-explain namin kung paano nga ba nakakatulong ang pagkain ng mga good food sa ating mental well-being. So, to start off, ang ating pag-uusapan for tonight are yung history. So, in the past years, there has been studies linking nutrition with our mental health. And the perfect example for that is what we call our comfort food. Sino ba yung walang comfort food sa atin, diba? So comfort food is what we call to the food that we eat whenever we are feeling something unwanted. Malungkot tayo, bumagsak tayo sa exam, hindi tayo ni-replyan ni crush. Yung ating resort, di ba, kumakain tayo ng comfort food. And as for me, all my comfort food goes to chocolates lang. Chocolates and ice cream. So that's my go-to comfort food. So ano sa inyo? Nino, let us know in the comment section below and let us do this live very interactive. Pero moving forward, how do diet or nutrition affect our mental well-being? So, paano nga ba nakaka-apekto yung mga kinakain natin sa ating mood? So, poor nutrition may be a cause for our low mood. And improving our diet does not only help protect our physical health, but also our mental health. Di ba nararamdaman nyo yun minsan kapag wala kayong kain, parang wala kayong gana, parang hindi kayo maka-function ng maayos, hindi tayo maka-focus. That's why it's really important for us, especially sa mga pumapasok sa offices or pumapasok sa school, to eat our breakfast before going to school or before going to offices. Kasi nakaka-apekto talaga siya sa mood natin. And the connection between diet and emotions stems from the close relationship between our brain and our GI tract or our gastrointestinal tract. So, sorry po sa ating pagiging technical for this evening, but it is our second brain. It is what we call our second brain. So, paano nga ba siya nag-work? Paano nga ba yung connection ng ating first brain, which is our brain, which we use for thinking, and our second brain, which is the GI tract? So, yung GI tract po natin is home siya to billions of bacteria na nakaka-influence sa production ng ating neurotransmitters. Our chemical substances that constantly carry messages from our gut, sa ating tiyan, stomach, to our brain. And a perfect example of that is dopamine and the serotonin, which are called the happy hormones. Diba? Naririnig natin lagi yan. So, yun yung connection niya. And eating healthy food promotes the growth of good bacteria, which in turn positively affects our neurotransmitter production. When neurotransmitter production is in good shape, your brain receives the positive messages and clear, your emotions reflect it. So kapag busog tayo, may nakakain tayong healthy food, kunyari, dark chocolate, which is rich in antioxidant, nafe-feel natin yun nafe-feel natin siya from our body, and it reflects outside. But when the production goes awry, for example, hindi tayo kumakain, nalipasan tayo ng gutom, so our mood be. So, naapektuhan po yung ating pong emotions, naapektuhan yung ating kalagayan as a human and ating functions to focus and to feel happy. So, when we stick to a diet of a healthy food, we are setting ourselves up for a fewer mood fluctuations. So, kapag healthy ang ating diet, mas lesser yung ating pagkakaroon ng anxiety or pag-fall into depression because we are taking good care of our physical body, which in turn is also taking good care of our mental mental well-being. And an overall happier outlook and an improved ability to focus also influenced by eating good food. And also, for the information of everyone, studies have found even that healthy diets can even help with the symptoms of depression and anxiety. So, ito yung mga pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. Ano nga ba yung pagkain na healthy for our body and for our mind? I'm no doctor, but I've done my research, and this is what I also do to keep my mind sound and to keep my body healthy. So, unang-una is eating whole foods. What do we mean by whole food? So, if you have one thing to remember, it is to eat real food. Di ba naririnig natin lagi yan na parang kumain ka nga ng totoong pagkain kapag kumakain tayo ng chichirya, na parang kumain ka na ba? O, kumain na ako. Tapos ano kinain mo? For example, you'll say, kumain ako ng chichirya. And someone will say to you na, kumain ka nga ng totoong pagkain. So ano ba ang totoong pagkain? Real food are food that are minimally processed and has a few or more healthy benefits like fresh fruits and vegetables. So kung hindi kayo mahilig sa mga gulay, kahit prutas, di ba nga, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So that's what we should take into consideration also, to eat good food like fruits and vegetables. Second is that fiber. Plant-based foods are full of fiber, and it helps us absorb glucose or food sugars more slowly and help you avoid sugar rush. So yung mga nafe-feel natin na cravings, it is usually because we lack fiber. Kapag feeling natin, kakakain lang natin pero gutom tayo, it's because we lack fiber. Kaya doon tayo nagkakaroon ng maraming cravings, which in turn make us crave for sugary foods like chocolates, ice creams, na aminado akong comfort food ko, pero we should take it to, we should take it to moderation lang. Another thing is that what I mentioned earlier, the antioxidants, nakakapagpabata, nakakapagpaglow ng skin. And that is perfect example is a chocolate, dark chocolate. It is rich in antioxidants, pero rich din siya sa sugar. So indulge in moderation. Another thing that we have to consider to eat good food is food that are rich in vitamin D. Vitamin D helps us with the production of serotonin, a happy hormone. And we usually get it from exposure to sunlight. So, syempre, pag nagpapa-araw tayo, diba, healthy daw siya. But there is a healthy way lang na magpa-araw tayo. But then going back, vitamin D-rich food are egg yolks, fish like salmon. Kung nakakaangat tayo ng konti, meron tayong extra sahod from the box, salmon, or sardines, or mackerel. They are rich in vitamin D. And of course, red meat. Another thing na talaga namang healthy for us to eat are fermented foods. Fermented foods are packed with probiotics, parang nakikita natin sa Yakult, which are certain live bacteria that are good for our digestive tract. Examples include our sauerkraut, kimchi, and the fermented drink kombucha. These foods are also rich in sodium, so consume lang din in moderation. At kapag may high blood tayo, much better na lumayo tayo from eating this food. And of course, since we're aiming to be healthy, please do not eat kimchi with some gyupsa. I know that is a perfect combination, pero please eat it in moderation. And of course, for the information of everyone, incorporating good food for your mood into your diet takes some extra effort. Alam ko, mahirap talaga, lalo na pag hindi tayo sanay kumain ng prutas, ng gulay. But you can always try to make small changes from making small healthy food swaps. For example, if you are into white rice, palitan natin ng mga quinoa or ng mga chia seeds, ganyan, kapag inom tayo ng water. Do not rush. There is no rush for change. Just take your time. And of course, general nutrition still apply. This means that staying hydrated, not skipping meals, and being mindful of your caffeine, o yung mga mahilig sa kape, being mindful of your caffeine and alcohol intake should be also taken into consideration. Be also patient with yourself and take things slowly. So being mindful of the healthy food that we eat and that we allow to enter our body is a good thing, and it's effective to improve our mood and our mental well-being. But also, eating good food, especially with your family, with your friends, and the people who lift the weight of your shoulders is a plus. Now, take our suggestion as an inspiration in creating your very own self-care routine. Always remember this, mga viewers natin for this evening, that self-care routines are individualistic. So there is no one size fits all when it comes to self-care routines. So if you need to know more about mental health or self-care practices, check the social media pages of Youth for Mental Health Coalition. We have already reopened our individual memberships. So sa mga gusto pong mag-join sa aming organization and be part of programs for mental health, you may also reach out to our Facebook page, Youth for Mental Health Coalition, or via email info@y4mh.org. So that's it for tonight. I hope you guys had a great dinner and, of course, food for your minds this evening. And also take note of everything that I have said to help you improve your mood, improve your physical well-being, and of course, your mental well-being. Again, this is Joy Burkoma saying always be kind to your mind and to other people's minds. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great evening.
All right. Thank you so much, Joy. I love it. I love the topic. It's about eating healthy to take care of your mind. Ang ganda. It's something that you don't usually connect or link together, but it's good to know that when you talk about mental health, of course, you always have to take care also of your physical well-being. So thank you for that. And that
Thank
was,
you.
again, Youth for Mental Health segment, Alaga, Youth for Mental Health. And what a way to start the show. I love all of the viewers here raising all of their thumbs, no? And I'd like to give a quick shout out to some of our viewers this evening, the Nerviol family, Falvo family, Ortega family, and Garcia family. And of course, since nabanggit ng ating lovely guest na si Joy, yung value of eating right, nagkataon lang po na meron tayong back-to-back episodes every week. And that's gonna happen every Friday and Saturday. And when we were talking about food, napaisip ako, yun yung topic namin tomorrow. Actually, I'll show you right now. I'd like to invite everyone watching now to tomorrow's Alaga Health Live episode, which is entitled Check Up. So again, Friday is happy hour for mental health, and then Saturday is our Alaga Health Checkup. So I'd like to show you our promo for tomorrow. No, I'll just show you my screen very quickly, and it's this. It's libreng konsulta po para sa lahat, no, tuwing Sabado, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And tomorrow, we will be celebrating National Obesity Prevention Awareness Week. Nako, and our guests are really top-notch medical experts. And of course, mga health champions. We have with us Dr. Nico Layawen, one of my friends when I was still training. And he is one of the staunchest champions of being fit and healthy kahit na sobrang busy na siya. So we have a physician joining us. And of course, ito talagang very important to highlight that age is just a number, because joining us tomorrow is the wonderful Coach Marissa Falvo. And she is actually a Super Bod finalist at the age of lagpas 50 years old. So imagine being that fit and well at that age. So she's proving that age is just a number and that you can be healthy and fit physically and mentally at any age, at any stage. So hopefully, apart from tonight, we'll also see you tomorrow at Alaga Health Checkup, same time, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So let's jump into it. Let's now check if my co-hosts are already here, because I'm really excited to now answer the questions of our audience and our viewers tonight. So let me just check. Is the lovely and beautiful Doc Joan Perez-Rifareal already in the studio?
Hello!
Yes!
Good evening, Dex. Dr. Dex, good evening po. Good evening to everyone. And really po, thank you again, Dr. Dex, for having me. Sorry po, medyo na late. I came from another live po na talk. So, kakatapos lang. So, really, during these times kasi, no, Dr. Dex, talagang mental health, it's really something po na very relevant, very timely, and mas maganda if we reach out talaga po, no, to a lot of course, our kababayan. So, maraming salamat po sa lahat for joining us again tonight. Thank you, Dr. Dex.
Yeah, so we have Doc Joan Perez-Rifareal back in the house. And of course, let's check now. Do we already have the beautiful and wonderful Doc Biyernes in the studio as well? 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh no, it looks like nakakaroon pa rin siya ng connection problems, but hopefully she will be joining us very, very soon. But tonight, no, Doc, meron na tayong mga questions coming from our Alaga Health inbox. And let's kick things off with the question from Ma'am Francine Garcia. Yan. Ma'am Francine Garcia. Ang tanong niya ay, hello, Alaga Health. I think a member of my family has depression, but I don't know how to bring it up. I'm afraid of making it worse. Baka matrigger daw. Any advice? Nako, I think this is something that can be common now, Doc, no? Kasi possible na yung viewers natin, hindi sila yung may concern, pero they're watching so that they can take care of a family member na possibly experiencing difficulties when it comes to their mental health. Any quick response, Doc Joan?
Yes, I agree. Of course, Ma'am Francine, maraming salamat po for your question. Definitely po, this is truly understandable. And ako nga, Ma'am Francine, maraming salamat kasi talagang you are there, no? For your family members. So it tells us talaga na ang ano po, ang ganda ng social support within the family at yung bonding ninyo. Mas maganda po, Ma'am Francine, if we feel po na may mga changes or may nakikita po tayong changes sa behavior po ng ating mga kasama sa bahay or any change in any form of ano po, mga patterns ng kanilang thinking, emotions, kung lagi po silang parang tulala or umiiyak or parang malayo ang tingin, mga ganun po. Mas maganda po, ma'am, express our concern. You can always po approach po, paalam mo lang po no, na you are concerned and you are always, i-reassure mo lang po na you are always ready. Pag anytime, pag he or she po is willing na po no, to talk about kung ano man yung mga naiisip niya or pinagdadaanan niya. Kung hindi pa po siya ready, Ma'am Francine, wag din po natin masyadong pipilitin. Wag tayong magiging intrusive. Yung parang pipilitin natin po, no, pipigain natin siya. Kasi sometimes po, difficult po yun sa kanila to really talk about it, gusto nila i-process muna on their own, but let them know and reassure them po na anytime, pag ready na sila, you are always there po to listen and to help and to give your support and comfort. And of course po, bantayan lang po lagi, make sure na, again, safety lagi po ang priority even in our home. So make sure po na binabantayan din po natin and that aware din po yung mga ano po, no, yung sa kasama natin sa bahay of any changes po, no, kasi syempre po ang during this time, safety is always the priority for everyone po.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Doc Jonah. And again, I know that a lot of our viewers are possibly experiencing this, but at the same time, I want to do a quick shout out to our viewers right now, especially the Roaza family. Ito may special request si Reclin Roaza. Hello mga Doc, pa-shout out naman po kay Paolo Alberto Martinez, Jimbo Ramirez, and Rolly Francis. Of course, the De Castro family is also watching. And ito, always supportive, the wonderful husband of Doc Joan, Doc Nolly Rifareal, is watching. Go Mama daw, I love you. So thank you po for watching Happy Hour for Mental Health with Doc Joan and Doc Via, and of course myself. So just a quick check, is Doc Via already in the call? 5, 4, 3, 2, there you go.
Hello. Hello, Dr. Via.
Hi,
Good evening.
You look so fresh, no? And of course, kay Doc Dex, no? Apologies po for being late, pero I'm so happy that I'm here, no? There has been some technical difficulties lang po, but I think the show must go on, and I'm very, very happy that I was able to make it, no, despite all the concerns with the technicality or technical difficulties. Ganun talaga, no, Doc Joan, Doc Dex, if everything is on time, no?
At saka pag live, o di ba? Ganun talaga. Anything can happen, lalo na pag live.
But I think, we're very happy na Miss Joy was able to teach us yung self-care techniques, no? And, eating properly. That was something that we have pushed for, especially when we would care for our well-being. No? So, thank you very much for having me again, no? And Doc Dex, Doc Joan, it's so good to see you. No? At sa lahat po ng mga viewers natin, no? Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat.
Yeah, and thank you, Doc. We finally, our panel of hosts ay kompleto na. So let's jump back into the questions. At before we do that, highlight natin yung statement dito ni Ma'am Dayan De Castro. No? I believe Ma'am Dayan is a nurse, and ang kanyang statement dito sa comment section ay, there is no health without mental health. At nako, excited na siya sa performance ni Sir Elmerei Cuevas. And also a comment from Ma'am Marilyn Huele, watching Dr. Joan Perez-Rifareal. Nako, ang daming fans ni Doc Joan. And hopefully, we can answer all of your questions today. Okay, so tanong tayo sa question nito. Ito ay coming from our Alaga inbox. And itago natin siya sa name na Kara. Ito yung question ni Kara, no? Hi, I am a law student, and even with online class, the stress of recits and exams still get to me at times. Sometimes I would break down by myself. Is there any way I can avoid panic attacks in the future? Hope you can keep my name private. Don't worry. Patient confidentiality is very, very important when it comes to addressing mental health concerns. And we can do that, no problem. So thank you daw sa Alaga Health. So, Doc Joan, Doc Via, any thoughts on this one? Nako, yung stress daw pag recits daw sa school. Ito yung mga recitations ba to, Doc Via? Ito yung napapanood ko dun sa Netflix yung law school, yung literal na parang revalida sa medical school, Doc Joan. Yung parang everyday daw ata yung recits, di ba?
Yeah, I think sa law school talaga iba sa kanila. It can really be very stressful, no? From also doon sa aking mga naririnig from my friends also na lawyers. Grabe daw, no? Kasi talagang kailangan silang ready anytime to be called for recitation. So again, doon po sa ating viewers nagpadala po ng question, truly understandable. Talagang I'm sure yung kasi preparation ninyo to become future lawyers, talagang hinahasa na kasi kayo. So talagang there can be really that stress. But again, stress is a normal part of life. Konti na stress is good because it will push us to prepare. Prepare for your class every day. Prepare for recitation. Prepare to be called anytime. Kasi nga parang flashcard. Hindi flashcard. Index card ata kayo, no? Na parang gano'n, no? Na by name, sinashuffle.
So,
oo. So again, a bit of stress is good. Yun lang, kung talagang umaabot sa point, no, na nagkaka-anxiety, nagbe-breakdown tayo. Well, ang important doon is yes, again, it's normal, lalo na po kung talagang sunod-sunod, no, ang daming mga volumes ng mga binabasa ninyo, readings, mga, anong tawag nila doon, basta mga gano'n sa jargon ng mga lawyers. And kung ganun po, make sure na you always kung talagang kailangan to break down and cry during a class, go to some place na private or quiet po, like a toilet, no? Kung may toilet po sa school niyo, then you can regain muna yung yung balance, that centeredness. Take deep breaths. That can be really very helpful. In fact, first aid yun pag nagkaka-panic attacks. Take deep breaths. Yung close your eyes, i-close nyo, mas maganda walang light, na, and then focus on your breathing. Inhale through your nose, slowly. Huwag yung mabilis, ha? Kasi baka mag-accumulate tayo naman ng carbon dioxide. So slowly lang. Slowly 4 counts. Pause and then exhale through the mouth. Slowly also 4 counts again. And then repeat it 10 times. Ito po ang first aid natin for anxiety attacks because doing this 10 counts, paulit-ulit po na slow, deep breathing can lower our stress hormones called cortisol. And pag bumababa ang ating cortisol, it can also lower our heart rate, bumababa din ang ating respiratory rate, bumababa din ang ating BP, at ang overall impact niya or result is we feel more relaxed and calm. And if you can also po, pag sa gabi, no, kung hirap matulog because of mga stress, iniisip natin, what about tomorrow? Baka matawag ako for recitation. Make sure also na you get enough rest and sleep. We know na pag kulang din tayo sa tulog, it can also affect our focus, concentration, attention span, and yung mga ano natin, yung cognitive processes during the day. So make sure also na you get enough rest and sleep, and take care of yourself, physically. And if you have mga friends na this is the time also na baka meron kayong study group, mga ganon. If nag-work ba yon for law school, para sharing kayo. Kung hindi natapos magbasa ng isang reading, baka study group can also help during this time. Kasi kakaiba talaga ngayong online classes, parang different talaga ang how education is, yung the landscape of education is during this time. So mas maganda tulong-tulong, teamwork makes the dream work. So mga group works.
Yon, thank you for that, Doc Joan. Di ba, Doc Via, sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, ang happy hour po talaga, nag-umpisa po to way back 2017. And one of the first major partners na nag-team up with happy hour then was a law school. Ateneo Law School. Remember that, Doc Via?
Yeah, oo. Naalala ko yun, Doc Dex, we had to go there kasi yung klase nila, kung tayo, Doc Joan, yung mga med students tayo before, we would, mga taong araw, no? Sa araw yung klase natin.
Yeah.
Sila naman po, law students, usually have their classes at night, no? They would extend well into the evening, no? So we had to go there after their class. So anong oras na yun, Doc Dex? We had to go there around mga 9 p.m., no? Because even if they are already tired, no, from their classes, they were willing to stay po, no? Because the pressures talaga of law school and any other graduate courses there is, no? Grabe po talaga, no? Yung equivalent po ata ng resits sa law school ay yung parang quizzes natin sa med school, no? And in any course, so kahit nung mga nag-online classes ngayon, meron later question na pwede atang ma-address natin, Doc Joan, no? There will really be times when you would feel overwhelmed, no? Pero gaya nga ng sabi ni Doc Joan, stress is actually a protective response, no, for us, no? The healthy amount of stress, no, is actually protective for us. But if we're not able to mitigate it, and yung sa pakiramdam po natin, hindi na natin siyang kayang to resolve on our own, there will always be help po that will be available, especially po yung mga avenues po that we can tap into. Yun po yung advocacy naming tatlo ni Doc Dex, Doc Joan, tsaka myself po, to be able to give that support, no, kahit once a week, no, and we hope to be able to continue and expand this, no, kasi it's really very timely, Doc Joan, no, and it's very relevant right now, no, and later we'll see how that is, no, and mamaya, no, I'm so happy to meet again, no, one of our happy hour. One of the members of our family, no, in happy hour, si Elmerei, no, we met them before way back, no, and we're so happy that we are able to share this again with him. So their help is always there po. Stress is actually expected, but an unhealthy amount of it, you might need some help po. Merong support po that is available.
All right, thank you for that, Doc Via, no. And speaking of which, ito, napakahalagang question na pumasok din from the Alaga Health inbox. Ito ay nanggaling kay Angelo Castillo. Salamat po sa show na to. Itatanong ko lang po kung namamana ba yung mental health. I think he means yung mental health conditions. May parang mental health po kasi yung nanay ko, tapos may iniinom na mga pampakalma. Natatakot lang ako na magkaroon din ako. Mahal po kasi yung gamot. Ayan. So, sige, tanongin natin si Doc Joan kasi ito yung mga typical thoughts nila, no? Like other diseases, na mamana daw ba, Doc, yung mga mental health conditions or mga mental health concerns? Kasi parang napapansin niya na yung kamahalan yung ibang mga mental health medications natin, Doc.
Correct. Yeah, sa ating nagtanong, thank you for the question. Ang ano dito, ang tandaan po natin always naman, no, in any medical condition, kasi ang mental health concerns are considered as medical, no, medical conditions also sila. Always yan, meron talaga pong, we look at it from a holistic perspective. So meron siyang biological components, psychological, and social components po. Or so we understand any medical problem based on these three elements or components po. biologically kasama na doon yung question niya, no, na genetics. Of course, may ano po, no, may studies have shown na may genetic role also. Pwede po siyang mapapasa or ano po na makuha yung genetic na component na yon, but kasi again in-emphasize natin na merong genetic, psychological and social. It doesn't mean na pag meron tayong kamag-anak na meron po or diagnosed with a mental health condition, automatic 100% na mamana natin yon. Hindi po, kasi pwede po tayong protected by the other factors po, like psychologically. Alam natin kung ano yung mga coping skills natin na protective, no? So again, prevention is the key. Mga protective, healthy, helpful coping strategies, strategies to handle stress or mga adverse life events. And social is very important, meaning social support is very important. May nakakausap tayo, meron tayong nalalapitan na support system, be it sa family natin or sa ating mga kasama sa school, sa trabaho. So meaning po, to answer the question, to summarize everything, pwede siya partly po, but again, meron pang other factors. Hindi siya yung 100% na pag meron automatically, magkakaroon din tayo. Marami pa pong mga, it's an interplay lagi of several factors bago po natin masabi na meron din tayo noon. So maraming factors ang involved.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Doc Joan. No? Anything to add quickly, Doc Via?
Yes, no? Like other conditions, no, ng ibang mga sakit na tinitingnan natin at ginagamot natin, no? There are predispositions tulad nga ng sabi ni Doc Joan, no? And maraming factors kung bakit tayo nagkakasakit, no? Some of us might be more at risk to cancer, some of us might be more at risk to other hereditary diseases just because it runs in the family. Minsan po nasa pamilya natin yung mga sakit, no? But hindi po, sabi nga ni Doc Joan, hindi po ibig sabihin na nasa pamilya na natin ay parang yun po yung surefire, sure ball na magkakaroon na tayo, no? Kaya po yung tinatawag natin na, and as Doc Joan always mention, yung biopsychosocial model sa pag-iintindi ng mga sakit at mga karamdaman, no? Yun po ay yung relasyon po ng ating biological makeup plus po yung mga susceptibilities natin in our environment, yung mga kinakain natin, yung iniinom, ano ba yung mga gamot na iniinom natin, nag-exercise ba tayo, those are factors that will also come into play, no? When we would look at diseases. So it doesn't mean that when it runs in the family, no, automatic agad na magkakasakit ka. Hindi po, that's not usually the case. And that's why it's very important for us, no, to ask always our doctors, no, what is our risk, no, and paano po natin ma-avoid, no, us getting into that complication na making us closer to have that disease, no?
Okay, thank you for that, Doc. We actually made very quick follow-up dito. One of our long-time, most loyal viewers, no, from the Chow family, si Ma'am Sue-Ann Chow. Quick yes or no, Doc Joan and Doc Via. Ito, from our Saturday show. Also watching our Friday show na si Ma'am Sue-Ann. Ang tanong niya is mental health problem or are mental health problems contagious? Quick yes or no, Doc Joan and Doc Via. Doc Joan?
No.
Doc
No
Via?
po.
Yun po.
Yeah.
Di po siya nakakahawa. Yan. So, very, very important to keep that in mind. No? That's why we can always find ways to hopefully assist those that are in need of support. And special shout out from Tita Estring watching daw. Tita Estring Perez, hello daw kay Doc Joan. Ayan. So ito tayo. Before we have our detour, no, let's answer this question very quick. And this is actually a tandem question because this came from Youth for Mental Health, a friend of Youth for Mental Health Coalition, and one of our Alaga Health inbox question senders. So sa Alaga Health, it is from Ma'am Juliana De Castro. Ang sabi niya is, I'm being encouraged by my friends to consult for mental health. I'm just not sure where to go or how to start. Should I go to a psychologist or psychiatrist? Or are they the same? Nako, thank you Alaga Health Live. Nako, very important to kasi especially that mental health, ito, nagiging popular na yung pag-seek ng consult with mental health professionals, pero yung differences and nuances, baka hindi pa masyadong alam yung differences. Psychiatrist, psychologist, basta may narinig silang psych, yun na yun. I think perfect na nandito si Doc June kasi ma-explain ni Doc siguro yung differences between psychologist, psychiatrist, psychometrician, guidance counselors, etc. At anong klaseng services yung pwede nilang maibigay. So, let's go with Doc Joe.
Yes, thank you for the question, ma'am. Lahat sila, of course, nakakatulong po sila sa ating mga mental health concerns in several or in different ways. No? Marami kasi po ang nasa group of people in the mental health profession. First po, magkaiba ang psychiatrist and psychologist. Ang psychology po is a course or sila po yung mga graduate ng undergrad na ang kurso po nila ay psychology. Ako po ay psychology ang aking undergrad, meaning course ko siya nung college. So pag graduate po, psychology graduate. Ito po, ang iba ay nag-masters na nagiging clinical psychologist sila and they do clinical work. So pwede ka po ma'am no, mag-consult with them yung dun sa mga nag-work po as clinical psychologists na they do counseling, they also do psychotherapy po. Ang psychiatrist po, doctor na sila. So sila yung mga psychologists na nag-med school and then nag-proceed, nag-specialize into psychiatry po with the yung kasama pa rin po doon, no, mental health concerns, conditions, at plus po, aside from the psychotherapy na we do, kasama na po doon yung treating. Ito na po yung may kasamang treatment part, no? Be it through psychotherapy and of course medications if there is a need po na magbigay na po ng medications because pag psychologist po, hindi po pwedeng magbigay ng medications. Ang mga guidance naman po, guidance counselors are also very crucial, lalo na po sa mga schools. Sila po ang first na pinupuntahan dapat ng mga students, lalo na po kung may concerns about ACADS. Sa ibang schools also po, meron din po silang mga psychologists also who can give yung mga first aid, na psychological first aid. Psychometrician, sila naman po yung mga nagbibigay po ng mga neuropsych na evaluation ng mga battery of psychological tests para makita natin doon kung ano bang personality natin, kung ano po ba yung mga natin, mga mood, anxiety, ay ano bang mga nararamdaman natin through time. Na? So, or ating IQ, kasama yon sa tinatest ng mga psychometrician. Usually, kailangan kasi yon, no? Yung mga reports nila, pag tayo po ay nag-work, lalo na po for government positions. So, yun po yung pagkakaiba.
Yan,
But for ma'am,
thank
pwede
you.
siyang pumunta. For ma'am, pwede siyang pumunta sa psychologist or sa psychiatrist.
Perfect. Yun po ang differences para po hindi na kayo ma-confuse. Hindi po pare-pareho, pero lahat po ay nag-advocate ng mental health. So, hopefully, any of them can provide you with assistance. Depende na po dun sa level of need. No? And ang good thing is, you have Alaga Health as a partner for that. So, maybe isegue na natin siya to our Alaga Health update. There you have it. That's Alaga Health Update. And papakita ko sa inyo ngayon how easy it is to sign up for Alaga Health. Pakita ko sa inyo yung screen ko very, very quickly, no? So, punta lang po kayo sa alagahealth.com. So, that's alagahealth.com. And tapos, laland po kayo sa website ng Alaga Health. You can feel free to browse, no? Nandiyan po yung mga partners namin, as well as the reason why Alaga Health even started. And the services that we provide. Ang exciting dito is you can even look kung saan na-feature at ano pa yung mga other ways you can use Alaga kasi we even have a learning platform, no? So, with that being said, ang papakita ko sa inyo today how easy it is to sign up. All you have to do is once you land on the page, click niyo po itong nasa top right, no? Sign up. Very quick lang siya. And you can time yourself. Gano'n ba kabilis mag-sign up sa Alaga Health? They will transfer you to this page, no? You can register as a patient, as a partner, kung ikaw ay health professional, doctor, nurse, psychometrician, psychologist, etc. Or if you have a clinic, administrator ka, at marami kang businesses related to health, then of course, meron ka as an admin. So try natin sa mga viewers natin ngayon, click patient app yan as a patient. Press continue. And then of course, basahin po natin yung data privacy, no? Very compliant tayo sa Data Privacy Act of 2012. Then, make sure this is checked and just press continue. And then, dito ka na kaagad sa part kung saan ikaw ay maglalagay ng iyong details. And if you're gonna scroll through, no, never ever forget to put a strong password para secure ang ating Alaga Health account. And of course, confidentiality and data privacy are top-notch for Alaga Health. So, pagka-fill mo ito, that's it. You're ready to go to become a part of the Alaga Health family and even can already book services at using the Alaga Health platform. Ang masaya po, Alaga Health is now available for download sa Google Play and I believe this week ay lalabas na siya sa iOS. So whether you're an Apple user, you are an Android user, feel free to experience Alagang Alaga. Yan. So that's very much it for Alaga Health Update. Let's go back to the questions, no? So, talon tayo. We have a question here. I think medyo may pagka-primary care yung question na to, no? This question came from Kevin David Lagas. Nakakasama ba ang kape o soft drink sa mental health? Masigla kasi ako kapag meron. Kapag wala, parang nananamlay ako. Normal ba yan? Nako, ito, mahilig din siya paminsan-minsan sa pag-inom ng coffee o kaya pag-inom ng soft drinks paminsan. Doc Via, any comments?
Yes, no, oo. This is where you'll see yung mga memes na don't talk to me before I've had my coffee. 'Di ba? So, really, yung coffee is talaga, no? Parang a stimulant for us, no? And it's because of the substances that are in there, no? Yung caffeine. When it comes to our mental health, more biological kasi yung processes of why we wake up because of coffee, no? Number one, it helps raise our heart rate, no? So that's why sometimes you're woken up by it, no? Minsan nagigising tayo, amoy pa lang ng kape, no? Doc Joan, I know Doc Joan is coffee fan, no? And when it comes to mental health, especially with substances, no, it's really especially when it comes to coffee, no, and in everything that we usually take, especially with food and drinks, no, it's really in moderation, especially when you're drinking coffee, no. Minsan kasi nagkakaroon tayo ng caffeine withdrawal symptoms, no, sumasakit yung ulo, no, and when we take too much of it, no, especially yung mga substances, we can actually develop yung tinatawag natin na addiction. I think Doc Joan can later explain what's the difference between being dependent, being addicted to a substance, no? Everything in moderation, well, except for smoking. Talagang no yung smoking, no? But when it comes to substances and mental health, wala siyang kumbagang direct na kunyari magko-coffee ka, you are more prone to mental health conditions, no? Wala po siyang direct effect, so to speak, if you're being technical about it, no? But there's a thin line later, as Doc Joan would probably explain later, regarding substance addiction, substance dependence, you know. Yeah.
Yan, Doc Joan, anything to add po?
Yeah, tama yun. Agree na ako dun sa sinabi ni Dr. Via. Just to add lang, for some, kaya siguro nila na-equate or parang na-associate nila with mental health concern because of the effects niya. No? As mentioned by Dr. Via, ang plus yung halimbawa pag napapainom tayo, palpitations. Kaya parang feeling natin parang nagpa-panic din tayo because malakas ang yung pag ano, no, yung heartbeat because of the ang caffeine kasi considered siya as a panicogen. So nakaka-simulate siya ng symptoms of a panic attack, parang ganun, because ang bilis ng tibok ng puso. And kung talaga may history na tayo na hirap tayong matulog, so part yun na huwag tayong uminom masyado ng anything black or dark, be it coffee, tea, anything dark-colored na mga drinks sa gabi, late afternoon until nighttime, para wag tayong mahirapan sa pagtulog kasi again, kung meron tayong history na before of insomnia, baka mas ma-aggravate siya. And as mentioned by Dr. Via, meron din tayong tinatawag ng mga substance use disorder. Kasama na dito ngayon sa bagong classification ng DSM-5, yung caffeine-related na substance use disorder. Na pag nasosobrahan, merong intoxication. O di ba, meron ng ganun ngayon. Caffeine intoxication. Para tayong na-intoxicate. Ano yung Filipino sa intoxication? Nasosobrahan, no? And it may lead to, yun nga, very fast ang heart rate, mataas ang BP. And kung lagi-lagi tayong umiinom, pag biglang nag-stop naman tayo, nagkakaroon tayo ng withdrawal symptoms, like ma-irritable, mainit ang ulo, or pag ano naman is yung parang ano tayo, no? Masakit ang ulo at pangit ang mood, hindi maganda ang ating gising. So, make sure lang po everything always in moderation. Lagi pong ganun. And if we have to take coffee, mas maganda sa earlier parts of the day.
Ayun, perfect. Actually, perfect yung question kasi mapaplug ko ulit yung ating episode tomorrow. So I will share my screen very, very quickly para lang po sa mga viewers natin that might be interested na tomorrow, we'll be having the usual Alaga Health Checkup and libreng konsulta po ulit siya. And ang sineselebrate natin yan ay National Obesity Prevention Awareness Week. So, kasama po natin si Dr. Nico Layawin. Ako, fitness buff si Doc Nico. And of course, one of the oldest winners ng Century 2 na Superbot at the age of 50 plus, no? Si Coach Marissa, proving that age is just a number pagdating sa physical fitness. So hopefully, you would be able to watch that then tomorrow. So, balik tayo kasi we have time for possibly one more question. Ito, from Jeremy Buena. Ito, napapansin ko po na parang nalalagas yung buhok ko tuwing mas stress ako. Physical po ba ito o mental? Nako, Doc Via, as someone na possible na nakakakita ng mga questions or concerns na ganito, anong thoughts mo for this one? Anong advice kay Sir Jeremy?
Oo, no? In every symptom or yung mga napapansin natin na nararamdaman natin, it's always important for us to consult your doctor first. Kasi kaya nyo po napapansin na pag pumupunta kayo sa doktor, marami po kaming tanong, no? Kasi kailangan po naming iisa-isahin kung ano yung sakit nyo at kung ano yung sakit na hindi medyo tugma doon sa nararamdaman ninyo, no? So for that, no, marami kasing sanhi, no, yung mga nalalagas yung buhok. May tatanungin tayo diyan, may mga spots ba na nakakalbo, no? Anong kadalasang ginagawa natin or ano yung nagiging trigger ng ating paglalagas ng buhok? May iniinom ba tayo, no? Ano yung mga usual nating kinakain, no? And kung everything is clear, no, that is when we would go deeper into your mental health concern or your mental well-being, no? So may mga conditions kasi wherein there are people who would usually pick their hairs, no? May mga conditions din na would always or would often present as nalalagas yung buhok, yung mga derma concerns, no? So hopefully dun sa Alaga Health ay magkaroon ulit tayo ng derma episode, no, as one of our most viewed episodes. Pero may mga alopecia, no, those are diseases, no, that are dermatologic condition. No? That's why we have to assess first kung saan po ba nanggagaling, no? Is it more of a psychological process, more of a dermatological process? Kasi po, doon po natin matutugunan yun if alam natin kung saan nanggagaling mismo yung problema.
Yeah. Anything to add po, Doc Jo?
Yeah, agree na ako with Dr. Via. But again, tama yun, pag na-rule out na natin, pag na-eliminate na lahat, no? Be it, like for example, yung ibang derma concerns also, yung the use of, depende sa particular use of ano nila, kung sensitive sila sa kanilang mga substances, no? Like shampoo, conditioner, mga ganun, or yung mga spray, etc. Pag talagang natanggal na natin, na-eliminate lahat ng possible causes po ng hair loss, studies have shown na mataas din po ang correlation or association between stress and mga dermatologic problems. Dermatologic kasi kasama na doon ang hair, nails, and skin. Oo. Yeah. So, meaning po, pwede also yon. Kasi again, pag tayo ay nasi-stress, it can be manifested through physical symptoms like yung pagkakalagas ng buhok, yung iba kasi physical talaga, pain. Parang palipat-lipat na pain. Masakit ulo, tapos kinabukasan, masakit ang tiyan, masakit ang likod, masakit ang tuhod. Mga physical symptoms aside from the emotional symptoms and behavioral symptoms like yung mga coping strategies or mga behavioral, yung mga addiction or mga substance use. So, yeah, pwede also stress. Triggered by stress.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Doc Joan. At buti na lang, meron tayong helpful article from one of our partners. And so maybe, as our last segment, it's time for Alagang Hello, Doctor. Yan. So, this is Alagang Hello Doctor. And of course, we're going to feature an article from our friends from hellodoctor.com.ph. And they're actually the Philippine branch of the Hello Health Group, which is present in over 9 countries. As mentioned sa opening spiel natin to this evening. No? So, ang topic kasi nilang shinare today ay yung hair fall due to stress. Why does it happen? And how to stop it. Written by Kristen Arakorama and checked by, of course, Hello Doctor Medical Panel. Kasi ang maganda po sa Hello Doctor, yung information ay medically verified. So, feel free to share to your fellow Viber titos and titas. Yan. So, you can see here yung relationship between hair fall and stress. Yan. And what specifically causes yung mga possible or yung mga reasons kung bakit ka nagkakaroon ng hair fall. At yung mga key takeaways natin, nandyan, makikita highlighted dito, meditation and relaxing activities at yung pagre-remove ng mga unnecessary stress. So meron talagang link with mental health and even hair loss. Very interesting, di ba? So hopefully you can check out hellodoctor.com.ph and even check out their other articles on the website kasi ang dami-dami po talaga. So that's all for our Alagang Hello Doctor. And since it's already 9 o'clock, maybe it's time for our final thoughts. And maybe we can begin with Doc Via.
Alright, okay, no. Again, very short lang yung naging stay ko with Alaga Health for today because of some concerns, no. But I'm very happy to still be able to join you, no. Even for a short time. Actually, nilook forward ko talaga to every Friday because before, no, happy hour would be in coffee shops, so magkakwentuhan lang, no. And I'm very happy again, no, na kasama na natin si Doc Joan sa kwentuhan, no. Coffee cup sessions to before and Doc Joan with her coffee cup talaga, no. Siguro Doc Dex, no, next time we will have our coffee
Lahat
cup.
na may coffee, may mga katasa.
Papadala natin si Doc Joan ng coffee, no. And then but no, it's very important for us to be able to still observe self-care, no? Especially during this time na we are living still in a very uncertain world, no? It's always important for us to still take care of ourselves, no, and make sure that we are still healthy, not only physically but also mentally, spiritually, no. So sa lahat po nating mga viewers po, Salamat po sa muling pagtangkilik sa Alaga Health, especially sa happy hour, no? And special shout out to my mama, Mama Lucille, if you're watching, no? Hello, I miss you. So, thank you very much po for watching, and sa lahat po ng mga nanonood ng happy hour, maraming salamat po ulit. At muli, pag-iigihan po namin ang aming mga programa para po mas marami pa po kaming matutulunan. Maraming salamat po at magkita-kita ulit tayo tomorrow and next week dito sa Happy Hour.
Yan. So, probably we can now go to Doc Joan. Any thoughts po, Doc Joan? Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Again, thank you very much, Dr. Dex, Dr. Via, for having this very meaningful program ninyo and for having me. Again, ako din, pasensya po, sorry, I came from another talk. So, pasensya po. And again, ang goal naman kasi natin is to help as many people as we can through our the awareness, raising awareness on mental health. Ako po, I would agree with the comment kanina sa Facebook, yung na-mention ni Dr. Dex na there is always no health without mental health. So make sure po na alagaan talaga po natin ang ating kalusugang pangkaisipan at for us to be able to maintain that holistic health and well-being. And number 2, kasi napansin ko sa mga questions today, parang related sa mga ACADS, no? So I can feel na because magsa-start na or nag-start na sa ibang schools ang new school year, ang iba naman, ang dami kong talks recently for Brigada Eskwela, so in preparation for the start of another school year, like yung sa law school kanina, which is truly understandable. So again, wag matakot sa salitang stress. Of course, stress is a normal part of life. A bit of stress is good, but know na pag medyo we know na may mga red flags na know that help is always available. So wag po mawalan ng pag-asa. We are always here and help is available. Walang iwanan because we are always sabay-sabay tayo. We are all in this together and that's why andito po kami every Friday for us to be able to go through this pandemic together as one community. Good night po sa lahat and I wish you all a very restful weekend. Thank you very much.
Yan, thank you for that, Doc Joan. At wag po kayo muna nga alis kasi meron pa po tayong musical guest because it's time for that Friday Night Delight. Yan, so this evening po, we are privileged to be joined by one of our friends. All the way back, we met him 2017 pa and welcomed us with open arms as we launched yung happy hour na sa coffee shops pa noon, di ba, Doc Via? Sa cafes pa. And he actually created and penned this song specifically for mental health, the pandemic, and how to cope. And he is a beloved part of the Happy Hour family. It's our honor and privilege to welcome to the show our dear friend, Elmerei Cuevas. Hi, good evening.
I'm so happy to see you again, Elmer.
Yeah, parang 3 years na. 2017, 4 years ago since we first met. And I'm glad that we're here now.
Yeah, perfect. So thank you for joining us this evening, and we would love to hear your beautiful song. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Elmerei Cuevas.
Okay. All right. I know that times are hard now, and I'm grateful that you stayed. You kept pushing through somehow. The foundations you have laid. What to do when you're down, when you feel like you've drowned. How to stand up again and again. Where to draw your own strength when you're close to the end. How do you keep yourself safe and sane? I wish things were better, I wish things were great. I just wish for peace and happiness for old time's sake. I just wish it's our year, I wish we'd overcome. I just wish we'd thrive throughout 2021. I just wish we thrived throughout 2021. Sometimes it's hard to move on. We still struggle every day. Still, we have to carry on. Even though you're not okay, just as long as you're good, even misunderstood, you can live and fight another day. Even if things aren't great, just as long as you wait, remember we'll all find a way. I wish things were better, I wish things were great. I just wish for peace and happiness for old time's sake. I just wish it's our year, I wish we'd overcome. I just wish we'd thrive throughout 2021. I just wish we'd thrive throughout 2021. Whoa. I wish things were better, I wish things were great. I just wish for peace and happiness for old time's sake. I just wish it's our year, I wish we'd overcome. I just wish we'd thrive throughout 2021. I just wish we'd thrive throughout 2021.
Very much. There you have it, Elmerei Cuevas, and we're very thankful for your song. That's wonderful. Hopefully that has given everyone a chance to feel a little bit uplifted. We're all looking forward to a better 2021. So anything to say, any message, Elmerei, to our viewers, especially to those who love your song?
Thank you so much. To be honest, this pandemic was not also easy for me. I've had family members who've succumbed to COVID, a lot more things. So I wrote this song actually because I needed an anthem for myself. And I hope you can also sing along to this song as we cruise through the next 4 months. 4 months na lang, guys. Matatawid natin ang 2021. And I hope to see you at the other side. And let's come out stronger for 2022. Laban na tayo, guys.
All right. Thank you very much, Elmerei.
Dex, no? This is in Spotify. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, please. Find him on Spotify. Look for Elmerei Cuevas. And you can actually follow him.
Have him. Yeah. This is not the last time, Dr. Dex, that you will have him. Yeah.
True. Thank you again for joining us.
Our family. Yeah.
True. Hopefully, mapublish natin yung lyrics mo because they really speak to me. So thank you, Elmerei. And I know Joan loves your song. She was clapping a lot kanina. So hopefully you'll be back on the show soon. But next week, nako, preview ko na. We're also expecting a hot up-and-coming band that just played in Showtime today and ASAP last Sunday. Coming to Alaga Health Live's Happy Hour for Mental Health next week. So what band will that be? Tune in to find out next week. So I guess that's all the time we have for this Friday's Happy Hour for Mental Health. Kaya kita-kita po tayo ulit sa susunod na Biyernes para ulit sa Alaga Health Live presents Happy Hour for Mental Health. At ito po ay para na naman sa isang oras ng libreng konsultasyon at masayang usapan dito lang po sa Happy Hour for Mental Health. Muli ako po si Doc Dex Galban na nagpapaalalang ang mental health ay alagaan para mas maging happy ang ating bayan. Thank you, good evening, and good night. See you all tomorrow and next Friday. Good evening, everyone. Bye!